Well, the basic training for the infantry is lots of hikes, let's say, and work on the rifle range. Um, you go into a gas mask chamber without any gas mask on. The basic training is only about 3 months of your time. So the group I was with were all transferred to infantry divisions, and the group that I was with went to the 86th Infantry Division. An infantry division is everything is in threes, and so there's 3 companies. 3 companies make it a company, and then 3 of those make a battalion, and 3 of those make a regiment, and all that sort of stuff. But I was at the bottom. I was when I went from Fort Benning to Louisiana. I was in a heavy weapons platoon and a heavy weapons company, and we had these machine guns and 81 millimeter mortars. So we had mortars and machine guns. There was 2 platoons of machine guns and I think 1 of mortar. And the combat infantry badge is just something that, in the time I'm talking about it, I mean, we were in not the heaviest fighting that ever happened in the world, certainly, but we were shooting at each other. That's how you earn combat infantry badge. That's awarded to you. And then the war ended over there, and we were still fighting Japan. So they put us on a boat and brought us home, sent us to California, loaded us up, and Japan was still fighting, and so we were switching the troops from Europe to the Pacific. And we went across, and by the time we went back past, I think it was named Eniwetok Atoll, big bombs ended the war. And so we went on and into the Philippines, and the other division that was going went to Japan. Just as a fact, when the troops were in France in the war, they slept at night any place they could find. A lot of them in foxholes and stuff like that. But when we got into Germany, Eisenhower said we could go into your house and we could tell you to get out of the house, and we could tell you to go down in the basement. However, we would just take over a house. It might be in a barn, but I mean, at least the German people had to do some work. It didn't matter how they felt. They were going to get the hell out of it. We were going to use it tonight, and then tomorrow morning get up and keep going. I remember I got discharged at Camp McCoy, and it happened to be at the time, this is off what you and I are talking about, but this company was turning Camp McCoy from a let's say a regular Army division to a camp where people would come to get discharged, and so we had that construction contract to do that. So I would be on the job when I did get home.
Really?
Yeah. But whether you're in Tomah, Wisconsin, or Janesville, it didn't make a heck of a lot of difference. And I'd have to say, when we came home, you just came home. I mean, there wasn't any. Uh, I don't recall. My mother and father were happy I was home, but I mean, there wasn't that. But there wasn't any hard feelings or just. But I was coming home late enough with the points I had. That, you know, they'd forgotten the war because I was coming home